faint.
It's on your page, right?
Yeah, it's all it's going. Hey, scroll down.
Just 2 fingers. You can do that too.
Well, it ain't showing up.
Start it over.
We got 37 people watching already.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody's coming on. Well, hey folks,
Welcome to snowy Tennessee.
it's snowing outside. I'm gonna have to shack up with Kent tonight if I can't get out of here.
It's a blizzard. They're expecting a ½ an inch. For all of you who live up north, you'll laugh at that.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Walked into Walmart today, or last night, when they started predicting it. Milk and bread, gone.
I've never understood the bread and the milk thing. I don't understand.
I think it's like Christmas. You got to bake cookies. And
Make milk
snow's coming. You got to go. Got to have milk and you got to have bread.
I never understood that. Anyway, we're glad you joined us tonight. And Kent called me about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. I wanted to know if we could postpone this thing because he's lost his voice.
Good old winter cold.
Can you believe that? So
I started singing on the way home to try to get warmed up, and I wouldn't dare punish you folks with that. It was if I needed to sing bass tonight, I could do that. But
so we may sing Elvira, so he can sing bass.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I could do that. No, I remember one time my whole career that I haven't missed a show in all the years I've sang.
When was that?
This is number 2. That would have been in the 80s when I was with the DMB band. Billy Bass, if you're watching tonight, Billy, you filled in for me that night. Sang Good Old Boys. Bailed me out.
Well, I can tell you that singing for as long as I have, as long as you have, that we have been dead sick on stage with fever and just, you know, feel like we're going to throw up and stuff like that. And we got up there and we did it. And I know I've done it myself. There was one time that I can remember that since I've been singing with my family that I couldn't sing. Everything I would try, I couldn't get it out. And I just finally had to just get my kids up to sing Jesus Loves Me about 10 times. so we can have something to make the concert go a little longer, but people understood and everything. But we hope that you...
let me grab an iPad so we can see some people's comments.
Yeah, I want to see what people are saying and everything, but I hope you guys will give us a little grace and understand that Kent's having a little trouble tonight. But I tell you what, we'll do another one if y'all want to do another one again, and his voice will be back to normal. But so you're gonna be treated. You're gonna be treated. I don't know if it's treated or not.
Treated for sure.
It's
I get to listen to Bobby sing tonight.
Mostly me singing tonight. So and I know a lot of y'all have been hearing me a lot the past few years with my family. You hadn't heard Ken as much as you've heard me. But
that'll be special when you get out on the road and come see us, though.
Yeah, oh yeah. And
at least it happened now before the tour.
Exactly. Right? Which the first date is coming up in about 10 days.
That's right. It's almost here.
So man, we got to get this thing rolling.
So we got to get this crud out.
We're gonna be in Sterrett. Is that how you?
I think that's how you say
Sterrett,
it.
Alabama,
yeah,
which is about a little southeast of Birmingham, on Sunday morning, January the 14th. So if you're in the Birmingham area, come see us.
Come and see us.
Well, let's get started with.
We're gonna do.
I mean, this song right here. When I was with Midsouth, this is before Kent came with us. He was still singing with the DMB band, 1986, and this is probably our first real big song that did real well on the singing news charts back in those days. Still a great song. Love singing it. A lot of y'all recognize this one here. Have you ever watched a daddy watch his little boy when he would say Daddy's name for the very first time? How his eyes would fill with joy. And have you ever watched a daddy watch his little boy ride his bike for the very first time? He'd probably say, that's my boy. Got a kid?
I wish I could. Take it, son.
Now, let's go.
Now we have to do that one.
Second verse.
Have you watched Mama?
Have you ever watched a mama as her eyes were filled with tears when her little girl was saying, Mama, I love you, you're the bestest mama in the world. Have you ever watched a mama watch her little girl play the piano for the very first time? She proudly say, that's my girl. And now we have a heavenly Father who loves us even more. He watches over all his children as they face their earthly toils. And I believe he smiles with pride every time we overcome. And I believe he stands and looks over heaven's portals and proudly says, that's my child there. Tell me, did you see it when the enemy came against his soul? He just looked our way. Angels, come on over here. I want you to see it. That's my child there. And very soon the Father's gonna send us to take him away. That's my child. Yeah, take him at his word must be Daryl Turner. He's always or Eric Emmerman.
Uh-oh.
I bet it's Eric Emmerman.
Could be.
Let's see. What key was that one in?
Tell us who that was there over there.
Yeah, who asked for that one? I want to.
Eric.
I told you.
We knew it was Eric.
Eric, man. Don't you have any better songs? No, that's a good song. It's just one of my favorite ones that I like
You
to
could
do.
do maybe a chorus.
Would? Well, it's the middle of the week and the checkbook says funds are getting low. They got kind of factory, work was getting slow. The bills keep coming and the pressure's high everywhere you turn. But God will make a way when you take him at his word. Take him at his word when it's not looking good. Believe that he'll do what he said that he would. Don't you remember that he promised you he won't let you down? When the road gets rough and you gotta hang tough, this is what I've learned. God will make a way when you take him at his word. God will make a way when you take him at his word. All right, man. I need some background vocals or something.
Sorry, but you're on your own tonight.
I've got a couple of ladies here in the house that can back me up.
Left you stranded.
Kent's wife Maria and his daughter Emily. Emily went back to her room to hide.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not being.
She figured I'd call her out here to sing with me. It's going to be. We're looking forward to
oh wow,
doing this tour because you know what, Kent?
Yeah.
We talked about this earlier. 1997
Yeah.
was when Midsouth
Did our last
called
show?
it quits, got off the road, went our separate ways, and this is the 20th year.
Can you believe it's been 20
It
years?
don't seem like it's been that long. My goodness.
Unbelievable.
20 years ago. I don't look any different than I did then. Kent's kind of aged a little bit now. We both.
You've been able to keep your hair.
Oh yeah, I did do that.
Yeah.
But,
grayed a little bit, but you still got it.
it grayed a lot. I tell you.
Mine just fell out.
See, that's why I keep it longer. That way I can flip it around and cover up the bald spots and everything. Kind of like Trump does, with his hair. Anyway, but 20 years ago, and I tell you what.
You know what, I say this not to brag, but I say it in a proud way. I look back 20 years and I listen to the music that we created back then, and I think, you know what, it still holds up today.
Oh, yeah.
It was quality stuff, and not just because I was part of the band, but it was just...
It was, and I had people, when I post like a song that we did on the Give What It Takes project, Without You, Give What It Takes, things like that. Every time I post those songs on Facebook or whatever, people always say, man, it still sounds like what we hear today
Right.
on the radio. So that's a compliment. And,
It's a little ahead of its time, but
it really
you know
was.
what? That's all right. We were kind of out there, kind of paving the way for the sound that came on. So it was. I wouldn't trade anything for the days. They were a lot of fun.
I wouldn't either. And that's why when, see, Kent, he can tell you a little bit more about what he's been doing since we got off the road with Midsouth. He's been in 3 different churches on the staff, on the pastoral staff. And just recently was in Dallas out there.
Yeah, so it's
Never thought that I'd ever see Kent move to Dallas, because I've always been the Dallas Cowboy fan. He's always been the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles fan.
I will say this, even living in Dallas, I wasn't a Cowboys fan.
I know you wasn't. That's all you hear out there.
But I have to admit, this year, I've been a little bit of a Cowboys fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they're winning?
Because what's your quarterback's name?
Romo?
No.
Oh, Prescott.
Yeah.
You like Prescott?
I think he's done great.
He has.
Now it's just going to be a one and out kind of thing. I won't.
You think it will be?
No, for me.
Oh yeah.
1 year is all right.
We got to cross the miles.
Yeah, I wish I could, Chuck. I wish I could. If I had the voice, I'd do it. But we'll do another one sometime when I can do that one.
Wrong side.
We'll definitely be doing across the miles out on the road. So
let's do this one here. G. Let me grab my bass.
What are we doing?
Why don't you tell them where you've been, Ken? What you've been doing while I grab my bass?
All right, grab your bass. Well, I spent about 13 years, as Bobby said, on staff at several different churches, and being worship pastor, executive pastor kind of thing. So, it was something, I always thought the road was something that I would always do, and so being in that role and got up into that door, it taught me a lot. I learned a lot, and it was a great time, and so that was something that I will always look fondly on, and I don't know, God may open that door again, we don't know, but for right now, we're doing the road thing, and Marie's speaking out on the road, and we're doing that right now, so, but those are definitely 13 years that really shaped me, because being on church staff is something I said I never wanted to do, but you never say never, and we had some great experiences along the way, so it was really cool. What are we gonna sing?
Well, when I found out he was moving back to Tennessee,
You were the first one to call me.
I was like, man, we got to get together and do some singing.
Yep.
Let's sing with Kent. But so
You're not doing it tonight either.
well, I know he's let me down tonight.
I'm sorry, brother.
So when he said he's moving back here, I said, man, we got to get together and do some dates. So I talked to my wife and kids, and we've been traveling. This is our 10th year.
It's hard to believe you guys have been
Traveling as a family, and I've been dragging my kids all over the country ever since they were little. And when I told them that me and Kent might do a little mini tour the first 3 months of the year when it's slow time anyway because of the winter and everything, and they jumped on that idea. They liked that idea there, so they get to stay home a little bit and get to go to church and be with the kids at church, and so it's going to be a good time for them to get that break. But I never take breaks. Love to sing. And this is a song that was requested. Came out in 1991.
It's right before I came.
Yeah, right before he came. Was a big song for us. Probably one of the last songs we ever had that was in Southern Gospel Radio.
Yeah, it was.
Back then. You'll recognize this one.
1, 2.
Well, we went to the river and some were baptized, clapped our hands and testified. Then we passed around the chicken and buttermilk pie. Nothing ever tasted better than the kids playing ball and the babies just playing while they all been out under the shade. And the wind-bent flowers and sip lemonade sat around talking together. Down by the tabernacle low, where the jukebox dancing the lemonade flow, and the prayed and we sang till the sun sank low, laughing with your sisters and brothers. Down by the tabernacle, hey, where you knew you were loved and you wanted to stay. Though the Texas heat was like Judgment Day, we always enjoyed each other. When we look back down, I wish I could go back to the time when life was good, when everybody lived the way they should. At least that's the way way I recall. Black was black and white was white. Everybody knew the wrong from the right. And we worked all day, we slept all night. We were proud and stood tall. Down by the tabernacle, where the jukebox danced and the lemonade flowed. And we prayed and we sang till the sun sank low, laughing with our sisters and brothers. Down by the tabernacle, hey, where you knew you were loved and you wanted to stay. Though the Texas heat was like Judgment Day, we always enjoyed each other. Down by the tabernacle. Yeah. You still remember that one pretty much.
Good job, Bob. Good job.
Man, y'all requested some oldie goldies out there. A lot of these songs you're requesting.
You do a little city lights there.
Can we do some of those? Lately there's a feeling spreading through the air. Times are constantly changing. Fear is everywhere. But there's coming a reunion where fear will not be found. In that city of perfect light, where Jesus' love abounds. When we see the city lights, we'll know we're home then. And with our Lord we'll reign eternally. And all the problems that you have known, they will all be gone. When we see the city lights, we'll know we're home. All right, what Mickey said, quit talking and sing. Let me tell you a story.
You can't even get away when you're at my house.
I know. This is one of those nights where we can just kind of let our hair down. Some
If you
of
haven't
us
let
can.
it down, brother. If you haven't let it down.
And just talk about some things that y'all probably have never heard before and don't know about us and stuff. But I don't even know if Kent knows this story, but back in 1993, we sang at Belmont College. You remember singing at Belmont? And little did I know, this is before I ever met my wife. Didn't even know she existed. And we were singing there, and she was in the audience. I didn't know it. She didn't come up and talk to me or anything afterwards. I think she said she talked to Robbie, and that was about all she talked to. But after we finally got together and got married, a couple of years after we were married, we were talking about her being there that night at our concert at Belmont. And you know what she told me?
What's that, Bob?
She hates it when I tell this.
She's going to love you.
She said, I was sitting there listening to y'all, and I always loved the Midsouth style of their music and everything. But they just, Kent had only been with us about a year, I think. And it was the first project that we'd done with Kent, Lessons of Life.
Right.
We were singing all those songs off that project. And I was still singing most of the lead stuff back then.
Right.
Kent sang like 3 or 4 songs off the project. I did everything else. She said, she was thinking while she was sitting there listening to us, she was thinking, I wish they would let that other guy sing more. Talking about, I wish they let Kent sing more than the other guy singing. So that's kind of been one of those things where I kind of get her every once in a while about that story right there. We ended up getting married, and I think she tells me now that I'm her favorite singer.
That's exactly right.
She better say that.
Exactly right.
Anyway, what's it say? Every river has a bridge.
We meant
We
to
do
do
that?
a little of it.
Okay.
It's an E?
F.
Which one again?
I don't know. I don't know. That's F's fine.
F?
I mean, E's
E
fine.
fine?
Yeah, E's fine. Daddy told me long ago, life is like a river's flow. He said, son, when you seek a way across, and your faith is all but lost in your search. Remember this: somewhere every river has a bridge. As a child, I didn't know what it meant back then. Older now, I've finally grown to understand. On those days when life goes wrong, Daddy's words still lead me on. When I lose my faith, I remember his. Somewhere every river has a bridge. Somewhere every river has a bridge.
That
Yeah!
song, I wish I had a voice to sing. That's my favorite song to sing harmony to.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Love it. Merv Dahl, Saskatoon. How you doing, Saskatoon? Man, good to
Hey.
hear from you, Merv.
Canada, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We want to go back to
Awesome.
Canada.
Gotta go back to Canada.
We need to,
We
yeah.
love Canada.
And
Enjoyed our time. And Merv's a friend of Noel Siemens.
oh,
Yeah,
Seabass.
so he's-
Yeah.
he's-
Wonder if
he's-
Seabass is watching.
Seabass may be
He
watching.
may be watching.
He may be out on an adventure too.
He's always on.
He's
the
a
go.
world
Oh,
traveler.
world
We
traveler.
can't-
Yeah.
we can't keep up with him. Vanessa's on.
Vanessa.
Hi,
Vanessa McGee. Where's Robbie?
I need Robbie tonight.
We need
Vanessa,
Robbie. Yeah, we definitely need Robbie here.
Need some kind of harmony in here.
Robbie, take off for about 3 months and come sing with us. We need you.
That would be good.
would
that
be
would
good.
be fun.
Well,
I can't do that. You guess you
you all
can do it,
need to
but-
come to North Carolina. Okay, Heather Garden. We do,
Okay, we do need to do that.
but not on this trip.
Wish we could. This
Wish
trip
we
is
could.
pretty much already filled.
Yeah,
But we are going to do another string of dates in the fall.
yeah, we'll do some more, and we'll go up north.
Yeah.
We'll go out east, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan. We're coming your way. So if you want to have us in your
Yeah.
church,
So go ahead and start thinking about it.
Think
They're
about
coming
it.
your way. So.
probably be sometime in August, September, something like that. Maybe October. But we'll come out and we'll do some dates for you guys. We'd love
You
to
guys
come
have
up
a lot
north.
of good requests in here. Wish we could get to them all.
Yeah.
We'll get to a couple more and then we'll hang it up for the night. But
Let's try. We had a request earlier today. A guy asked me if we do "Don't Give In," and
Okay.
that was going to be one that Kent sang. But
typically,
Since he
but
can't,
you're going to sing it
I
tonight.
guess I'll have to do it.
Yes, you can do it, Bob.
let's see. Kick it off there, Kent. That's a good sound of guitar.
Thank you. My wife bought that for me.
Life will sometimes throw some curves, maybe more than you think you deserve. Many times you feel you reached the end. That's the verse. Search for answers, but they're hard to find. You're feeling weaker all of the time, but don't give up. He is able to see you through. Don't give in. Keep on trusting the Lord. Don't give in. Keep standing on His word. Don't give in. No matter how weak you feel, when it seems you just can't win the can't do it. I'm gonna
I can't do it.
He's not even gonna try it.
You can try it or kill it.
I can't remember all the words. My goodness. I'll work on that one for the tour. That's a great song.
I'll have my voice back.
Well, yeah, you'll sing it.
Great song by Robbie McGee there.
Oh yeah.
Come back to Texas.
We are coming to Texas.
We're coming to Texas. We are coming to Texas a few times.
Yeah, in
March,
February.
February, that's right.
Actually, February. We'll be in Texas. We'll be in Oklahoma, and Clayton, New Mexico. Yeah, I wish we could come to Clayton.
Clayton AG.
Yeah, I've been there several times.
Cool.
Very good church. Very good people out there. Indiana. Oh yeah, we'd love to come to
Get
Indiana
back up
too.
to Indiana.
Yeah.
Gotta get back
I'm
up
going back to Indiana. What else we got there? We got our cue card person here.
I'm telling you,
Marie,
man.
why don't you come around and show everybody?
That ain't gonna happen, brother.
You did it again. Oh my goodness.
I guess you could do a chorus of it.
Yeah,
What
that's
key?
well, it used to be an A or A flat or something like that, but my goodness.
You want to do it in G?
Yeah, let's do G.
I don't know if I even know the chords except for the chorus.
Well, I stood by the bed of a loved one, waiting for the doctor to hear what he had to say. Well, I've seen old doctor shake his head in disbelief. Said I don't understand it, but everything's okay. You did it again, Lord. You did it again. When it seemed like there was no way out, you fixed it with a touch of your hand. You did it again, Lord. You did it again. You said that you would never change, and that means you do it again. That's going way back too.
That's way
1986.
back, brother.
That's right.
Noah!
Noel Seabass.
Noel Seabass!
We miss you, Noel.
My buddy.
miss
Wish
your-
you were here. You could sing my part
We
tonight.
miss your dingoes.
Man, we had a great time with Noel. Noel traveled with us for about a year,
Yeah.
playing lead guitar, and man, he became like a brother to us. So
Remember that time we went down to Brownsville, Texas? McAllen down there, way down there.
yes,
And,
yes, I do remember that.
They have, when you're coming back, that's almost to Mexico. And when you're coming back toward Houston, they're about 50 miles north of the border. There's another border stop. And we had to stop. And we were in a old motorhome.
Our bus had broke down. We were in a motorhome.
And it was in the middle of the night.
Noel
and-
knows exactly where this
Yeah,
is.
he knows where it's going. And of course we got the couch pulled out. We got the
We're sleeping everywhere.
table pulled down. We're all sleeping on top of each other and everywhere.
Oh, man.
And Kip's brother Jason was driving the RV. And so we stopped at this thing. And the guy at the border
Shine a
patrol
flashlight
guy,
in.
he
I
goes,
won't make you get out.
how many you got in there? And Jason's like, 5, 6, 5, I think 6. He said. So he said, I'll look. So he
I'll
comes
just look.
around.
Yeah.
He comes around, opens the door, and we're all laying there together, you know. He goes, everybody U.S. citizens? We go, yeah. No, I'm Canadian. Shh.
Come on, get out.
No.
Get out.
No. So, man.
But they were nice to us.
Oh, yeah.
They were nice to us.
Always hated. It was always a stressful time every time we go
Cross
to
the
Canada.
border.
Cross the border, because you never know what they're going to do. And I think one time we went through Canada and we had to write down all your inventory, everything you're carrying on the road with you, your guitars, your amps, everything. You had to write down serial numbers, your product, everything. You had to have a record of that and show it to the border crossing when you cross over. And they still want to search everything, of course. And this was way back in the 90s, before 9/11 happened and all that. So they told us to pull our bus in to the stall, and of course it was like
It was
40 below.
Yeah, it was really cold.
and we told them we can't shut it off. We shut it off, we'll never get it started again. So we had to leave it running. So we went inside, and they all went in there. And of course, they searched everything, messed everything up, had clothes laying everywhere. They found a box of pictures, about 15 pictures in a box.
that we had forgotten.
Brought them in and said, "What's this?" We forgot they were in there. They kept us there for 6 hours.
It was a long day that day.
before they finally let us go.
They let us go, and
Yeah.
it's worth it all to play Canada because the people up there are so great.
Yeah, we love Canada.
It's always worth going through and coming back over the border and all that stuff.
They coming back across to the States
Can be just as tough.
tougher coming back in when you're U.S. citizens.
Yes, you can. All right, this one came up, Bob, I think.
What's
Rest
this
assured. You got your base on that one?
Rest assured.
Not rest assured, resting place.
Resting place. Yes. And that one was in F, right?
Oh, wow, that one came in. No, we didn't say. 2, 3, 4.
There's a resting place in Jesus when your body's weak and your spirit's tired. There's comfort in His arms. There's not a more peaceful, easy feeling than to rest assured in my Savior's loving arms. You're weary from the struggle, feeling down and out and all alone. Let me tell you of a resting place where there's strength enough for everyone who comes. There's a resting place in Jesus when your body's weak and your spirit's tired. There's comfort in His arms. There's not a more peaceful, easy feeling than to rest assured in my Savior's loving arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's another Robbie McGee song.
It's another Robbie song.
Robbie's a great writer.
Robbie's a great writer. Robbie inspired me to write all those years ago.
Yeah?
Yep.
I tried to write, but that just wasn't my calling. I don't know. I mean, I
I
wrote
didn't say I was
songs.
any good at it.
Well, you are. He's got some great songs. In fact,
Come
we've
to
got-
Columbus, Ohio. We would love to come to Columbus.
we're going to be in
Ohio.
Cincinnati.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
are going to
closest
be in
we're gonna
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
In March.
In
We'll be
March,
in
yeah.
Cincinnati. So.
When the weather starts getting a little better, we'll be in
Yep.
Cincinnati. Let me put this down and.
Man, it's been awesome. So let me just, as we wrap up here, let me just tell you that we are excited about starting in just about 10 days, and we're going to make this tour run through the end of March, and then we'll be adding some dates in the fall as well. Robbie McGee is on.
Robbie,
Hey, Rob.
Cecil.
How you doing? I hope
Man.
you were on to hear all the great things I said about you.
Yeah, we really built you up.
If not, go back and watch it. It was so heartfelt.
Robbie, if you didn't hear me earlier, take off the next 3 months from the church down there. And
That's
come,
right.
Come travel with us.
Come travel with us. If you're
You got
just
enough
checking,
money, you can fly me to
if
see
you're
the
just
world.
checking in right now, Bob had to sing everything tonight because I lost my voice. So
Yeah, it's been pretty bad.
it's been great.
It's been solo Bob here tonight. So
great. But it'll be better when we get out on the road.
anyway, we've got some things available for y'all out there tonight that if we're not coming to your area on this trip, which we're mainly staying in the South.
Right.
And so you northern people, Midwestern people, Eastern people, West Coast people, you're going to miss out on this trip. But we do have something here available for you tonight if you want to go ahead and get these. Kent's solo project. I've got a solo project. And we put together a Bowen and Humphrey project right here. So all three of these CDs have some great songs on them. And they sell for $15 a piece. But not for you tonight, not for you people watching tonight. We're going to sell all three of them for $20.
Can't beat that, bud.
Can't beat that with a stick.
Beat that.
And if Marie can type in what's it say? Todd Nealon.
Todd Nealon, how you doing? Please let me sing in the choir, bro. If I had any voice at all, of course, I would sound like Uncle Jesse tonight.
He'd sound like Ed tonight if he was singing that.
If I had any voice, I would do it, my friend.
He'd be Ed O'Neill tonight.
This is Robbie. When are you all coming to Texas? Maybe I will come sing with you there.
Well, maybe you will.
Maybe you will. You will be there, Robbie.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
Hey, we'll PM you. That's how the young kids say it.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Private
If Marie, can you text an address for them to order these? 3 great CDs. Kent's solo CD. He's got, I think, almost every song on here you wrote.
That CD is all my songs. Yep, everything I wrote.
Great songs. We'll be doing a lot of these on the tour. This one's got some songs Kent wrote as well as some other songs, and then this one here is a pretty good CD. I think I didn't write anything on it, but
Bob, you're a great singer. I've always loved. There's something about I've sang with a lot of people, and I have a band called Jackson Heights as well with a lot of the DMB old DMB guys. I love singing with Alan. There's something about when I sing with Alan, he and I's voice. Something when I sing with you, there's just something special happens. I don't know the temper in our voices. You've got the country thing going. I've got the whatever I do thing going, and we just blend well together. We're looking forward to getting out there and doing these dates together. Check out the CDs if you're not going to be in one of the places that we're going to be. I always tell everybody in the concerts, if you like what you heard tonight, buy our CDs. And if you didn't like anything you heard tonight, buy our CDs and give it to somebody you don't like, okay? Either way, it helps.
Oh, yeah. I love that. The address, if you want to go ahead and go to PayPal, it's paypal.me/Bowen Humphrey. That's it. And when you go on there, you can just put $20 in, and in the comments, put your name, address, and we'll ship these out to you as soon as we receive that $20. So no shipping. Just $20, no tax, nothing. You can't beat that. So paypal.me/Bowen Humphrey. You got it.
So
HUMPHREY.
Yeah, fine. Didn't mean to jump on you. I was just going to tell Todd Nealon, man. I remember the early days of being on the road, traveling with the Nealons, and they were some of the guys that we were with. Seemed like every week we did concerts together out on the road. So. It's good to be able to reconnect with some folks like that.
Rex was awesome.
He was one of our biggest supporters with DMB and with Midsouth, and the direction of music that we loved and chose to do, and he was always a great supporter.
Well, there's 3 of the old-time gospel singers that stand out to me back in those days was Rex Nealon, Glenn Payne, and George Johns.
They were always...
Those 3 guys would always come up to us and encourage us. Tell us they love what we were doing, and I'll never, ever forget that.
It's the truth. Every time I saw George, he would come up, give me a hug, I'd smell that Old Spice cologne, and he would slip $100 in my pocket, and he'd whisper, "Mayor, go take the boys out to dinner."
You never did that to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you did. Oh, Bob, your mom's on.
My mom says, hey. Hey, Mom.
Well, guys, it has been great to be with you tonight. Thanks for spending a little time with us on Facebook and FaceTime Live, and we'll be back. When I get my voice back, we'll do this again.
He sounds okay while he's talking. I think he's kind of...
Trust me, if I tried to sing, it'd be a train wreck.
Yeah. So, sorry Kent couldn't sing, because I know it was sounding a whole lot better. He'd been singing some lead stuff, not just hearing me.
We'll have a great time out on the road, and looking forward to it.
I am too.
Bobby and I have always had a special kindred spirit, and we just can't wait to get out there and share some of this music, the old music, and some of our new music as well.
Yeah.
So, thanks guys for spending a little time with us tonight.
And one more thing, we do have still some dates available.
There's 2 open out there.
We don't care if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We don't care. We want to come and we want to sing for you, do this special Midsouth Tour concert, and be with y'all. We got some dates open in Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas.
So hit us up, shoot us a message if you're interested. We'd love to work something out to come.
Yep.
And for those of you up north, we'll see you in the fall.
Yeah, we'll see you in the fall.
All right, guys. God bless. See you out on the road.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.